take care. All the very best from me, Scott, and this man who just joined us. Bye-bye. Hi, and a big welcome back. I'm at a place called Tourist Street. Well, that's not the official name, that's what I call it. I've got my camera on a stand. I hope it's safe, and there's lots of people here, tourists, and I'm one of them. So I'm going to take you down here. Let's have a look, see what's going on in this street. Oh, 你们好. Australians are never wrong, are they?
No, never.
Really, really quite a nice place. I've actually been down here many, many times before, but all the time I've lived in China, I don't think I've walked down here once at night. So I'm looking forward to doing this. There's a lot of people here taking pictures. Let me just get some of them in. There we go. Hi, hello. Everyone's doing the same thing. It's tourist. Oh my God, and we have a stranger. Let's go and see who this guy is. Someone I know and recognise, and I'm sure a lot of my viewers do too. Scott from Australia. Hello, mate.
How are you going?
Happy New Year to you.
You too.
Yeah, I've not long been back from Guangzhou. Yeah, I went there for about a week. How you doing? All right.
Pretty good.
And you out making a video?
Yeah, I'm just about to start.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. So, not just me. I shall walk this street, show you the sights with Scott. Please join us.
So, did you have a good New Year?
A very good New Year. Thanks a lot, mate. The city I went to, I went to Guangzhou, but on the outskirts of Guangzhou, and it was a lot quieter than I expected. Bearing in mind, a lot of people in Guangzhou, they go home, to their other...
Yeah, well, I've said in previous videos, that's one thing with Shenzhen.
Yeah.
I've been to Shenzhen a few times, never really liked it. It's always too busy for my liking. But then last year, my friends from Yunfu took me over to Shenzhen for New Year.
Yeah.
And I was astounded at how quiet that place was.
Yeah.
Because, Shenzhen, largely an immigrant city, and everybody goes home. There's nobody there. I loved it.
I lived in Guangzhou for 9 years, and in those after probably the third year, I realised I'm going to stay in Guangzhou during the New Year's festival because it's so quiet.
I did a video a few weeks back for the opening of New Year.
Yeah.
I got invited to an event, and we came down here to the Zhongxi Museum, and a young guy who was sort of operating as a bit of a tour guide gave us a bit of history of this, which was really interesting. So this street was the main street of Jiaoqing, like going years and years back. And it was pretty much destroyed in World War II by the Japanese.
Oh, really?
And that's why when you look at the buildings, while you've still got the sort of
facades,
Chinese sort of look, they're also a lot more modern than your very traditional Chinese stuff.
Right.
So a blend of sort of late 1940s and then with the Chinese looking parts.
Yeah.
I love this street. This is beautiful.
Yeah. Well, like I say, I've been down here many, many times before in the daytime, but never at night.
No, you've not been here at night.
No.
It's in a different world at night. The lights and everything, it looks magic.
Yeah. It's a one-way street, by the way, if you're watching this. Traffic can only go one direction, but bikes go in any direction they like.
Yeah. Often as well, this street traffic is closed entirely.
Yeah.
I came down here 4 or 5 days ago, and they had the bollards up, no traffic in here.
Yeah.
So, when they have special events, they shut the street to traffic. And you can see now how many people are out here. It's fantastic. Cars coming up behind us, watch them.
I may have said it in other videos on my channel. I have very, very sensitive hearing, and loud noises does hurt my head. And that's why travelling on public transport is quite difficult sometimes, on buses. Oh my God, people scream just to talk to someone else. Hi, so which noise gives you the biggest headache? Is it screaming kids? Fingernails down a blackboard? Screeching brakes? Or working on a chicken farm? Or is it this? That's why travelling on public transport is quite difficult sometimes. On buses, oh my God, people scream just to talk to someone else on their phones.
Right next to each other.
Right next to each other, and it hurts my ear.
Talking to the whole bus.
And it really hurts my head.
Yeah, I don't know that you'd be allowed to do that in Australia.
What's that?
Have them
Get a headache
out in the street.
All right.
Like they do
Hi
here. Hello.
again. I said long time no see because I saw them about 20 minutes ago up the street. Yeah, the buildings here are really, there are still some areas in the heart of Guangzhou that are still like this.
Yeah.
And they're illuminated too, and they do look really good. They look more French in design than Chinese, and I think there is like a French Quarter, a bit like New Orleans.
Have you spent time in Singapore?
No.
I did a video down here one night.
Yeah.
And I had somebody comment on it who's from Singapore, and they said, "Wow, this looks so much like Singapore."
Okay.
And it got me thinking, Singapore was also occupied by the Japanese.
Yeah.
Maybe, a lot of that would have been built about the same time as all of this.
All right, I see.
I'm wondering if they all sort of use the same sort of architectural designs and stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
I hadn't really thought about that, but yeah, Singapore probably does. Because there's a large Chinese population in Singapore.
I did a video in Guangzhou about some of the food on the streets. I'm just going to show you what's here. Not my cup of tea. This is, what is that? Is that octopus?
Yeah, I think so. Octopus.
Oh, yeah, tiny octopus, their legs.
Octopus or squid.
Yeah.
But I think octopus.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a book sale out here today.
Still not my... Hello. Hi. Yeah, not my... Oh, and a book sale. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a seafood person.
I wrote a book several years ago. I don't know if you've seen it. Never told you about that before. 200 pages. I haven't wrote the words, just the numbers. So, yeah, so far it may get up to 300 pages. I don't know.
I
haven't published it.
I always like the Billy Connolly line.
What's that?
Finished my first book.
And?
It's taken me a long time to read a book, but there you go.
Right, yeah. But in the distance there, I can see apartment blocks, old apartment blocks. And I just want to say something actually, because I was in Thailand a few weeks ago, and a friend of mine, sorry, I need to get on this side because of the microphone. And a friend of mine lives in a block of flats about the same size as these. And I said, okay, let's go up. And I went to the stairs. He said, what are you doing? I said, going to your place, you're on the 5th floor. And he said, there's a lift. And these buildings, most buildings, old buildings in China, anything under 6 floors doesn't have a lift. None of these will have a lift.
No.
So he was like, bloody hell, really? But yes.
I'd heard under 10 floors, you don't get a lift.
That's rough.
I mean, my building I live in is 8 floors, and there's no lift in mine.
Really? Yeah, maybe it is 8. Maybe it's 10. But anyway, so any building that's more than 30 years old in China won't have a lift in. If it's 10 floors, according to the Australian Scott.
Yeah, I could be wrong.
It could be wrong, but unlikely because it's Australian.
Yeah,
Australians are never wrong, are they?
No, never.
No.
Never. We're always 100% accurate.
Yeah.
We never embellish anything.
Oh, embellish.
No tall stories out of us.
Okay. But my channel's monetized. I don't know about Scott's, and therefore my video has to be 8 minutes or longer. Otherwise, it doesn't get monetized.
Oh, does it?
No, you've got to make videos 8 minutes or longer. So, sorry to drag this video out. Maybe I'll do something in the edit. I'm not too sure.
I've never had a problem getting to 8 minutes.
No,
before.
you haven't. No. Scott's videos, if you ever watch his, he's out on his bike or he's out walking and talking, and he can talk till the cows come home. He really can.
I've talked well after the cows have come home.
Yeah.
They're home and in bed. I'm still waffling away.
Yeah. One of the other things I want to add from my channel, I know I'm wearing a microphone, so I'm on Scott's channel too, but we're walking along this pretty busy street in another country. Extension leads on it, or selfie sticks, very expensive cameras on the end of them. No fear or worry that someone's going to grab our mobile phones, rob us, snatch the sticks out of our hand. I would never dare do this back there in my own country. How about you in Australia?
No. Probably this would be okay, but like the stuff that you do when you put your camera onto a tripod and walk away from your camera, I wouldn't do that. Whereas here, no problem at all.
Well, I also see, not so much Lee Barrett, he doesn't do that so much, he's got his wife to help him now, but I do see 86 Lauai, Dave from Canada, he puts it across the road, you know, like I've seen him on a big crossroads up there.
Oh, 86 Lauai, I saw him the other day, he did one like that where it was, he was miles away from his camera.
Miles away.
He must have been
100 metres.
He must have been close to 100 metres away,
Yeah.
So this is brand new.
You're actually a guitar player. I don't know, I've never seen you play the guitar on your channel. Why not?
Mainly copyright stuff. I don't like to put I do covers.
I thought you only get copywritten if your quality is good. I mean, if you're just some like guy in a bar, is it still copywritten?
Oh yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Can't even hum the words online. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think it depends on how good you are. The stuff that I have had copywritten is stuff that I do pretty much note for note. You know,
okay.
Stuff that, if there's other songs that I play that I do very differently, I do very much my own style, they're fine.
Right, okay. I never knew that. That accounts for why the songs I have sung in the bathroom have not been monetized.
Yeah, you must be too good.
Yeah. So this is a new building. What's it for?
The building up the back.
Is that you said this is a new area?
Yeah, the building's been there forever. No,
right.
This shop here and this shop behind us are both brand new.
It's a restaurant, yeah?
Yeah, that looks like a restaurant. This, I think, is a coffee shop behind us.
Right, okay.
But I don't do coffee, so I don't know. Mm-hmm. It could be anything.
Oh, it's open, says there, day and night.
Day, night.
Yeah.
I've heard so many stories about different things. This is one of the problems I've always had in America is 50 states. Every state has their own rules. It's hard to know what to believe and what's bloody fake.
Yeah.
And there might be 50 different rules for that.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You know, America to me, I always thought America needs to consolidate some of their states.
Yeah. Oh, it's plastic. Consolidate their states. How would they do that?
Just join them together. You got North and South Carolina. Just make it Carolina. You got Virginia and West Virginia. Just make it Virginia. Put them together. Have less states.
Yeah.
But then they've got a huge population as well. Maybe they need more of that.
Yeah. I don't know if it's because of the population.
It's a whole political thing over there. So, I don't know.
Actually, I don't know the history of America. When did the states come about? Who named them? And maybe you, the audience, if you're American, please tell me. Actually, I don't know. When did the states come about? Who named those states? And who said, right, okay, this is the border of this state? You know, Because it's not like counties. You know, in the UK we have counties.
Well, they have. No, it's not counties. There's another name. They have the same thing in America. Each
I'm talking
state
about.
Is it counties in America?
Province?
No, it's not, I don't think it's provinces.
Oh, no.
But same sort of thing as counties.
But counties are in each state, and each state has its own law. So was each state separated by the government, you know, sort of like 200 years ago?
I don't know. I mean...
There's a YouTuber called by the name of Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry's Take on China.
Yeah.
And he asked someone a question. In fact, he asked Lee Barrett. Maybe you watched it. I don't know. Jerry, if you're watching this. One of the things he said to Lee, I never ask a question that I don't know the answer to. Now, I only ask questions that I don't know the answer to, because what's the point if I know the answer? It's almost like I'm trying to trick you.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, if you know the answer, why would you ask the question?
Yeah, did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that one.
Yeah, okay.
Every time, you know, I try and always say every time, when I'm saying something about, you know, I don't like America, I always try and make sure I differentiate. I'm not talking about Americans.
Yes.
I've known plenty of Americans who are great people.
Yeah.
But America as a country, the whole system, I have issues with.
Oh, you're talking about from the political point of view, yeah?
Political, social.
Social?
Yeah, there's social things in America that, you know, the whole religious thing in America. I mean, there's a big social part to that, which, you know, I mean, religion, I struggle to understand. I love to talk to people about religion.
Yeah.
You know, religious people, I love having the conversations.
Yeah.
Until they try and convert me. And then, sorry, I'm not interested.
Okay.
But the actual conversations about religion, I quite enjoy. It's because it is an important part of our history and why our cultures are the way we are today.
Okay.
But with all the science and everything we've learnt
science and
over the last
religion.
100 years,
yeah,
I don't understand how people can still be so religious.
Oh wow.
You know, there's people out there who still believe the Earth is 6,000 years old.
Oh, there's some people who say it's flat.
Oh, don't get me started on the bloody flat Earth. Have you seen that recent flat Earth video?
I couldn't watch it. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it for 30 seconds. I thought, no.
They've just done they just did a project here. You want to take a wander down there?
I don't think it's good for the lighting, is it?
I don't know.
Take a look.
Go for a wander. This is so down here.
A bit quieter.
You've been down here, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, here's all the New Year stuff behind us. Which I'm guessing that shop would be closing pretty soon. or selling something.
Selling its stock off, yeah. Sorry about the sudden change in what we're talking about here. I just want to show you, the viewer, how dark and dingy this street is. There's quite a bit of litter on the left and right of the road. It will be cleaned up, guaranteed. By the morning you can come down here and this litter will not be here. And none of the litter is beer bottles and cans and things like this. It's all just rubbish from the stock that they've sold, you know, the plastic bags and boxes, etc.
Yeah, well, I did a video about this the other day, about the cleaning up stuff and the street sweepers and whatnot.
Yeah.
And this is a good example. Like, there is a bit of rubbish back up there, but it'll be gone. You know, first thing tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Cleaners will be in here. It'll be all clean. Hello.
Hello.
He's desperate to have a talk.
Yeah, he is desperate. Yeah. I want to say goodbye to him, but if I shout, it's going to blow the microphone to pieces. Yeah.
We chuck a left down here. We'll come back out on the main street.
So this street, Scott, it's quite dark. Do you still feel safe down here at night?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've never come across a place I don't feel safe since I've been in China.
Incredible, isn't it?
It's, I'm sure there are places out there somewhere, but I haven't found them yet.
Actually, I was. Let me just turn my camera around so my viewers can see. I was in America for almost 2 years. I travelled a lot, and the first time I went to a place called San Antonio in Texas, and I had to walk quite a long distance late at night. I was going to a Greyhound station, and I took my own route through there, and as rough as it was, and it was a little rough, I did feel quite safe, but I was also oh God, I was nearly 20 years younger, so yeah, I was a lot fitter and healthier and didn't really mind so much. But I think things have changed now. In the UK, there's lots of streets in the UK that I wouldn't dare walk down.
When I first came to China,
Yeah,
Frankel, who I've mentioned before, used to work in our school.
yeah,
He had a trip to, I think he went to New Orleans.
yeah, yeah. I know it well.
When he came back, he told me the people he was staying with had said to him, make sure you're home by 6 o'clock, don't go out after dark.
Yeah, yeah, I can believe that, yeah.
I don't know what area of New Orleans he was in.
Probably the French Quarters, probably.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. But
yeah.
That surprised me. Like, Australia, you've got to be careful in places, but, don't go out after 6 o'clock. That was...
I stayed in a hostel in New Orleans. Actually, I left New Orleans about 6 days before Katrina.
Oh, got out just in time.
Just in time, yeah. That was really, really interesting times. And so that tells you how long ago it was I was there. And I stayed in a hostel, and there was about 12 travellers there, and we all got to know each other, and we went out in a group, so we felt pretty safe. But yeah, on your own in New Orleans is not it did look like there were some rough places. Yeah. But there you go.
Well,
it's a major city.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, anywhere you got that many people, China's pretty unique. Maybe it's Asia. Although I've heard stories about other Asian places.
Yes, me too. Yeah.
China's, I think, pretty unique in that it is pretty damn safe
We're going this?
go.
Which way are we going? You're more familiar with this area.
Go up this side street.
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
Or do you want to carry on?
I don't know. I think we should take a pew in a minute.
We'll find a place to go and sit down and.
A lot of YouTubers say this. I'm just saying to my viewers now. A lot of YouTubers say this, and I will support them 100%. They say how safe China is, and it is literally the safest country I've ever been to. And if you came to China, you would agree with me. Obviously, there's one or two that may get attacked at something, whatever, when you think of the millions of people that come here. But China is very, very safe. Very safe. It's incredible. Cars, bikes, your personal belongings, vandalism, being attacked. These sort of things don't happen. They just don't happen.
Yeah, I mean...
Maybe they do, but you don't hear of them.
Well, they had that big attack in Zhuhai, the guy in the car.
Was that down near Shenzhen somewhere?
The one in Zhuhai was a guy had some issue with divorce proceedings, and he proceeded to drive into a crowd in a sports stadium. I did exercising in the evening.
I did do a video about that because the BBC covered it in a bad way.
Yeah.
Yeah. The BBC reporter wanted him to be famous.
Oh yeah, the reporter out the front, he was just trying to be a part of the bloody news story.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, which, disgusting behaviour,
yeah.
I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, because that was the time of the air show.
That's right, yeah.
Zhuhai air show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There we are. We're at the gate where I started off, and within about 2 minutes, we met up. Scott. So was you out doing a video anyway?
Yeah, I was just sort of looking around, seeing if there was something happening. I wasn't sure whether there'd be many people down the tourist street tonight, being the last day of New Year. You
watch YouTube?
Yeah.
Who do you watch, foreigners-wise?
Well, yourself, of course.
Yeah.
Jerry's Take on China, reports on China. I can't remember his name, the Kiwi guy in Shanghai. Who else do we watch regularly? Lee Barrett.
Daniel Dumbrell?
Daniel Dumbrell. I like his stuff. He's been really quiet for a while.
Yeah.
Seems to be getting back into YouTube again now.
Yeah.
Nathan Rich.
Never heard of it.
Don't know him?
No.
American guy. He's been living here for a long time. Studied Chinese history.
Let me know in the comments below what foreign YouTubers you watch, please, here in China.
Oh, there's another one I've just stumbled across.
Graylo60?
Yeah, but he seems to have left China now, so I sort of don't bother.
Yeah.
If he's not in China, it doesn't really interest me that much. Where is he now? Has he gone to Philippines?
There he is. Oh, I don't know. He went to the Philippines. I know his wife passed away. He changed his outlook on life. I mean, any person would, and went to the Philippines. Maybe he's looking for a new partner.
Possibly.
You've got someone right next to you. There you go. You can see him right. We both have got an audience gathering around us. There we go.
Who else do we watch?
Hello. Who else do we watch?
Happy New Year to you.
Yeah. 新年快乐. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's another one I've just sort of come across. There's an American guy. He's been here for a while.
Oh, Cyrus. Did you ever watch him?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I watch him quite regularly.
I think he's Canadian, isn't he?
He is. You got someone peering at yours.
Okay.
There's a few others I come across, but I don't sort of subscribe to all of them because they're just not my style of thing.
There's a woman, South African woman, Lizzie.
Yeah.
You watch her stuff?
I do watch her stuff.
And what's your point of view of her content?
I'm a bit hit and miss with her. Some of her stuff I really like. Some of it I just go.
Example.
An example. I would say when she's getting into doing the sort of West versus China stuff.
Yeah. Does she?
She does from time to time.
Yeah,
on that
quite a
sort
lot.
of stuff.
Yeah.
And that sort of leaves me a bit cold. I don't know what it is, just her, whether it's her presentation or research or whatever. She's just not as good as others at doing that style of content.
I like China. 99%, if not 100% of all YouTubers in China like China. And we promote China.
Yeah.
Off our own backs. We don't get paid for it. Correct? No one pays you.
No.
Yeah. If I get money from YouTube, it's because of my videos, and I really don't get much because I still haven't even reached 5,000 subscribers yet. No one in China pays me or any other YouTuber as far as I know. But I do promote China. I also like Donald Trump. And it seems that I am the only YouTuber in China that likes Donald Trump. You're not keen on the guy.
I can't stand the guy.
You can't stand the guy. Lizzie can't stand the guy. Jerry can't stand the guy. Lee can't stand the guy. I don't know of any other YouTubers that like Trump. What is so fascinating? I mean, it's almost to a degree. There are some people. There's a YouTuber called Serpent LA. A lot of you know of him. He lived in China for a long time. Went to America, learned how to make money by badmouthing China, and now that's what he does. 1.6 million followers, and he badmouths China day in, day out. Him and his mate, who looks a bit like Gavin Newsom, but I don't know what his name is. But anyway, so the pair of them badmouth China for money. That's my honest belief.
Yeah.
They can't dislike China that much, especially as they have Chinese wives. You know, so, and I think some YouTubers in China have learned if they badmouth America, they would get more views. That's my guess, and I don't know if this is true, but they can't hate America that much.
I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of people have a lot of problems with America.
I saw something on the news just recently. In the UK now, there are 15 million on the poverty line.
You're almost 25% of the population.
Yeah. That's quite extreme figures. And when I came to China, it was classed as a country, struck with poverty. But we've seen, so let's just say in 20 years, China has come from being on the poverty line to probably, I'd say, the most wealthiest country in the world. Despite what figures say and GDP says, when you look at the cities, you look at the infrastructure, you look at the quality of living, China is, I would say, the wealthiest country in the world because it's peaceful, it's safe. There's a quality of harmony. Safety is the most important, and there isn't a country on earth that is as safe as China. And so I would say it's sorted out its problems and it's continuing to fix its issues. Anyway, so with that, for my channel alone, I'm going to say farewell to Scott. Maybe I'll continue talking on Scott's channel. I don't know what his plans are, but I'm going to say farewell to my viewers. Thank you very much for watching, and please take care. Tune in to my next video. Don't forget, write and subscribe to my channel. Write a message or write a comment in the section below of some of the topics that we've discussed. Take care. All the very best from me, Scott, and this man who just joined us. Bye-bye.
And I'm going to say goodbye too. Thanks for watching, everyone.